So I guess we'll move on to World Cup qualifiers because a lot of people are interested in your predictions and sort of your takeaways from who's already qualified. I mean, from different weeks, and if there were surprises, or if some people have qualified you didn't expect, or if people have qualified and or who haven't qualified that
Yeah.
you think would have qualified already. I mean, so
Um, Sorry. Did you want to follow up or no?
so this week I'll just go through the people who qualified from NA East. Was there any who surprised you? Maybe Unknown Army.
Unknown Army for sure,
Hmm.
but I also saw him in what was it, Black Art Cup. He was disgusting at that in Black Art.
Mm-hmm.
The like fact that he qualified is surprising. The fact that he's actually doing well in these wasn't right. I
Yeah.
wouldn't expect him to qualify though, so that was nuts.
Mm.
Um, some other people from NA East, Funk Mom.
Yep.
Like I didn't expect to qualify that early. Like I expected him to be one of the few people from Phase, from the original Phase,
Yeah.
um, that would have a chance. And then obviously Tifu. Tifu was a surprise to me.
Mm-hmm.
I knew he had the potential. I knew he could do it if he put his mind to it, and
Yeah.
I guess he did.
Definitely did.
I wasn't expecting him to be able to flip that switch and just all of a sudden be
Yeah.
a beast again. Because we all know that he's a really, really good player when he's thinking and playing very, very hard. But the last couple of weeks, he's just been complaining and complaining and complaining, and I just didn't expect it from him. I really didn't.
What about from NA West? Epic Whale and I believe it was Karu, Stepro Karu, who qualified, and some big names like Scented, Kayun, people like that who are signed to big name organizations didn't qualify. Did that surprise you as well? And what do you expect moving forward from that region?
West is a difficult region in general, just because there's only two spots up for grabs every week. So it's going to be hard, and I think there's clearly going to be shakeups just because of the two spots. Epic Whale is somebody I've been keeping my eye on. He's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that he qualified. Karhu, I've never heard of, and I'm really happy that I have heard of him because it is really awesome. The interview we did with him at the end of the day was fantastic. I love the emotion that he showed, the personality. It's awesome to see that. In terms of Scented, Scented will qualify. We have 3 more weeks of solos. He's going to qualify. Kayun was a surprise to me. He came out of nowhere pretty much, and like obviously we know Kayun is good, but I hadn't seen him performing recently, and all of a sudden he performed very well. Unless I'm, maybe there's so many players. It's sometimes you don't always see everything. Let me actually go back and look where he placed in week 1. I don't remember seeing him at all. Yeah, no, not anywhere in the top 50. So that was a surprise to me for sure.
And then from the smaller regions where they only get a couple spots, Brazil, Imlays and Kurtz qualified this week, and then Oceania, Cat Taking Walls qualified. Does any of that surprise to you?
I had never heard of Cat Taking Walls.
Neither.
He's a beast though. Lasers I had never heard of. I think the Kurtz guy is actually Leleo's duo.
Yeah.
Leleo qualified the first week, but let me actually just verify that real quick. Quasar, yeah, I don't know if that's true, but they're on the same team at least. So, no, okay, they're not duos. But yeah, that team is good. Seems like there's a powerhouse of a couple of teams in Brazil that are like gonna qualify every week, being 9Z, Quasar, and what was the other one? W7M, right?
And then from everybody's favorite region, EU.
Yeah.
Was there anybody?
It's interesting, man.
any surprises? I mean, we've got the most spots, so
I think
ideally,
every single spot here is a surprise, right?
you think?
Like, I'll be honest, like I know everybody here has the potential to qualify, but I didn't expect every single 8 spots to be, filled out with somebody who just has the potential in my eyes, right? Like I know every single one of these guys. Well, I have never heard of Luki, or Lucky. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
No, he's just
Um,
appeared
I
at the
never
top.
heard of him. Left Eye, Fleeter, Moist, Teachup, Core Gaming, Wakey, Boom, Dementos. Like, I've heard of every single one of them. I know they had the potential to qualify. I did not expect every single one of those spots to be filled with somebody like them. There's the crazy big names they're missing, like Mongrel, Mitro, Mr. Savage. Heck,
Yeah.
even Benji was playing, and he's not up there.
Yeah.
There's Shinkin, Boyer, Kripa, Skite. Like these guys are not performing in solos so far, and it's interesting because like it's kind of the opposite in duos. In duos so far, only people that we knew qualified in Europe, right? But in terms of NA East in duos, it was very much up in the air. It wasn't people that I normally would have guessed, right? But in solos in NA East, it's typically people that I've at least, I don't know. Last week was a little bit of a shakeup, but it was people that I expected to qualify 100% for the most part, except for like Unknown Army and maybe Niddle and Tifu. But Psalm, Ziff, Funkbomb, I expected to qualify at some point.
So from EUs, any players that you think aren't really performing in the solos? Because Mitro and Mongrel obviously have already qualified for duos, and same with Mr. Savage, but they haven't qualified for solos just yet. Do you think they're going to be able to make it in coming weeks?
I don't know. I haven't seen Mitro up anywhere in terms of the solos. He was up at the top of the leaderboards for like first couple of games.
Yeah.
Looks like he got 34th this week.
Yeah.
So that that's a good sign. If he's getting top 50, that's a good sign. Mongrel did well the first week. I don't know what happened this time, but
he did well in the semis, and then
he did very, very well in the semis. Mongrel qualify in solos. I'm not worried about him. Mitro's a great player as well. And he's known to have popped off in events like this before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he still holds the solo record to this day in pop-up cups.
Yeah.
All the way back when they were actually a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll perform in this format. The French guys though I think are missing so far. I think the only guy is who was it? From LDLC, what was his name?
Nate.
Yeah.
I think the rest of the
we're missing Sky, like
Sky,
Airwax, Sneakoff. A lot of the really, really good players are not qualifying yet in Europe for solos.
Do you think possibly that duos is more set? Like there's less randomness that goes on in duos week to week because there is two players compared to solos, possibly.
I think we will see that at the end of this whole 10-week shenanigans stuff. But yes, I think duos definitely people will like the 100. Like I don't know, duos. There's always gonna be less variance because you're pairing people together. Like just inherently, there's gonna be less variance in duos because there's less variables, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're always pairing two people together. So like in solos, there could be a bunch of people who don't have great duos, so they do well. And even though there could be established duos who would do both well in solos, now there's much more variance because there's a bunch of extra solo players who are going to pop off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the answer to that. I think we will definitely know whether or not that presumption, that assumption that people make that duos is more competitive or less random. I think we'll see at the end of this 10 weeks, right?